All right, welcome to the 5090 on Rise of the Ronin. We have got the Gigabyte Gaming OC model here, and we are running everything completely maxed out, so even higher than Ultra. And this is a native resolution, so not even DLAA. There's just nothing going on other than just pixel for pixel. Things do look a little bit grainy just because the anti-aliasing of DLAA does make things look better, but this will be kind of worst case scenario here. I just want to go through some of my settings here just to kind of show you. We have everything completely maxed out. Ray trace reflections are turned on because in a previous test, as I was kind of warming up this video, it didn't make a whole lot of difference. It cost about 10 FPS. So if you don't want ray tracing, just add 10 FPS to any of these settings, and that'll get you what you can expect. But everything here is completely maxed out, and we're going to just kind of go through more of the DLSS settings and trying to get a very high frame rate with this particular card. So right now we are just sitting right here at the upscaling type is just off. So there is no upscaling, there is no frame generation. There is ray trace reflections turned on, which again only cost about 10 FPS. So I'm just gonna do the whole test with ray tracing on, and you can do a little bit of math and figure out what it'll be if you just don't care about ray tracing. So yeah, we're at 85 FPS here in this game. Again, I got to this very big open space so I could do this test, because up until now the game kind of starts off as a series of corridors, and I wanted to get to a spot that had a lot of assets to load in and a big place to run around in and see the sunlight and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's just keep going here and turn on some DLAA and just see what that does for us. Again, I'm just going to kind of run through this in a way that is hopefully quick and fast for everyone, not to just like talk constantly. But yeah, DLAA, nothing else has changed. What does DLAA give us? So DLAA gives us about 84 FPS, 82. It does look quite a bit better. It gives us that nice anti-aliasing. Things look way less jaggy than they do at just like straight native. So I would recommend at least going DLAA just to get the anti-aliasing to load in, because that visually does improve it quite a bit. All right, so we can kind of see where this is going here. All right, so just going to go here, and then now this locked 120, that's just what the game has. There's nothing I can really do about that, but anyway, we're just going to press forward. So let's go down to the quality preset. Again, no frame generation is turned on, and every single thing is completely maxed out. I mean, every single thing. This is a 5090 at the end of the day. It's not bulletproof, but it does handle things just exceptionally well, obviously. We got 32 gigs of VRAM on this card. We're only using about 10. So this is DLSS quality. That gives us an over 100 FPS experience, again, with no frame generation. It's just a quality upscale, and we're upscaling from 1440p here to achieve this frame rate, and everything looks pretty good. Let's just keep going to the next level of DLSS because balanced still looks quite good. I was able to play this game a good bit with various settings just to kind of warm up for the video, and yeah, balanced is really nice looking. All right, so it gives us about 120 FPS. Again, this is where this game just cuts us off at. So yeah, right here you're able to see that 120 FPS is more than achievable. We are just going to keep going through here and run through some of the different settings just to kind of see what they look like. But for the most part, this game just runs beautifully on these settings. Again, completely maxed out with no real visible degradation with balanced at all, and that'll get you to this game's locked 120 FPS frame rate. But say you wanted to come in here and just use DLAA. All right, so let's come in here and adjust for that. All right, so this is DLSS, but we're just going to switch it over to let's see, where is it? Yep, switch it to DLAA. So this is DLAA, and again, everything's completely maxed out, and we're just going to run a little bit of frame gen on top of DLAA. If you don't want to upscale at all, you can definitely do that, and that's going to give you 126, 129 FPS. This is a great way to play it as well, because you're at a very high base resolution of about 80 FPS, and you're achieving well over the game's cutoff point of 120. You're at 120, you know, depending on where you're at, 120, 130, 121. So, yeah, let's see if we can just get this to go up one more notch and kind of call it a day and just say that, you know, this is an exceptional experience. Again, this is everything completely maxed out, and I'll link it up here. I'm going to run this game with some other cards that aren't so monstrous, like the 5080, the 5070, and just kind of see how those do, because this game at 4K with the 5090 is just, and it's just plowing through these settings. There's just no problem at all with this card, which is to be expected. But yeah, let's just keep going with the rest of the test here. So let's jump in here, and with frame generation and quality DLSS, I can't speak right now. All right, let's just go through here and see what that gives us. 175 FPS. Definitely something that we can, you know, play with here. This panel that I'm on now is 240 FPS. So if there was a mod that unlocked the frame rate, which I'm sure there is, you could absolutely get some extremely high frames on a game like this. And that frame time graph is just dead flat. Looks so good. Looks super, super nice. All right, so let's just go up to balance with frame gen on and call it a day after that, because this game really doesn't need a 5090 with all the different, you know, DLSS features turned on. I will probably just kind of at the very end, just for the heck of it, see what we can get it to run at with everything turned on. But yeah, 188 FPS. This is balanced DLSS with frame gen turned on. And you're looking at 183, 182 FPS. Yeah, no problem at all. Again, full ray tracing, everything completely to the absolute max. So the Ultra preset doesn't even max everything out. I've taken the time to go through and max out all of the filtering and all of the view distance and draw distances and stuff. I mean, you just get a really good looking game when you can afford to just completely max this title out. Again, let's just run through and see what we can do for the rest of everyone who wants to see even higher frames, because we can do it. All right, so performance DLSS, that's why I haven't switched to this yet, because performance does have a visual degradation to a little bit. And I mean, if you're on a 5090, you paid for not having to, you know, sacrifice much at all. So I definitely don't recommend going all the way down to performance, but you can get very close to that, to my panel's refresh rate with these particular settings. There's a 240 right there, so my panel is completely maxed out. And you know, if you're liking to game at 240, or you're paying for a monitor that can run those kind of refresh rates, you definitely want to try your best to utilize it. Now, I'm getting a little bit of flickering in this water, and that's just due to the you know, nature of DLSS. Let's see if I can get this dude here. There we go, got him. All right, the fighting in this game is extremely fun. If I can learn how to do it. I'm trying to block. There we go. Come on. There we go. Let's go for a swim, Bubba. There we go. All righty. Cool. This game is very violent. Love it. All right. So yeah, we are at 194, right at 200 FPS here. So yeah, that's going to wrap the test up. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like and a follow, and do all that junk. I really appreciate it. And yeah, this has been Rise of the Ronin on the 5090. So everyone have a great evening. Take it easy. We'll see you in the next one.